Hi guys, I'm Garrett Sletten, and I want to talk to you about conscription and the benefits of conscription and why I believe we should use it for our country. So what is conscription? A lot of people aren't familiar with the term. According to the dictionary, it is compulsory enrollment of persons, especially for military service. Basically, it's a mandated service that your country will issue. It requires you to serve your country for a set amount of time. A lot of countries throughout the world actually use this, and it works very well for them. I think we can all agree that it would be really good to protect ourselves from enemies, both foreign and domestic, and we need protection at all times, and obviously conscription can certainly help us with this to even better it. I'm especially interested in this topic because I was actually in the Army for just under 4 years, and I feel that our defense and our freedom is very important to us, and I feel that everyone should do their part. So I'd like to go over Russian and Chinese military strengths with you guys. Russia currently has 3.2 million active and reserve personnel in their forces, and China has 4.6 million active and reserve personnel. These numbers might not seem that large until you consider the United States, who has 2.5 million active and reserve personnel. So if you think about that, China has nearly double, because they have 4.6 and we have 2.5. That's pretty alarming, folks. Keep these figures in mind, we're going to come back to this. There's a lot of benefits of conscription, but I'm going to go over 3 main points with you guys today. The first is defense. The second, patriotism and national unity. And then the final topic we're going to cover is improving lives. Defense. As we mentioned, Chinese and Russian militaries have far more personnel than we do. That might not seem like that big of a deal, but if you've watched the news lately, or if you don't live in a shell, you likely realize that they aren't too fond of us a lot of times, and a lot of times they even see us as a threat. Well, it might not hurt to kind of keep an eye on them, so it doesn't hurt to have more personnel or well-trained personnel just in case there does happen to be a threat. Hopefully that never happens, but you never know if there could be an attack. Conscription has won us victories in the past. Conscription in the form of the draft in World War II. We drafted 10 million men into the war effort, and we had an Allied victory. If it was not for the American involvement in the war, there's a pretty good chance that the entire world would be speaking German right now, and it's hard saying what kind of world we would live in. So, conscription won World War II in the form of the draft. Patriotism and national unity. This is especially important to me. I really like seeing people proud to be an American. A good example of this is post 9/11. Right after 9/11 happened, I was in 3rd grade, and I can still remember just like yesterday. You saw American flags everywhere, right after that attacks. And right after we sent our troops in the Middle East, you saw yellow ribbons everywhere on cars and trees. It was showing the support for our troops. People were proud of what we were doing. They were proud to be an American. Encourage involvement. Conscription can encourage involvement because when people are doing their part and making things better, people want to be a part of that. That's just human nature, which leads me to the next point, is morale improvement. By taking part in something that is greater than yourself and that is good and that is helping not just yourself, not just your loved ones, but your entire country, your morale is going to go up because you feel good about what you're doing. You feel good. And that's just human nature, to have your morale improve. Improving lives. Job security, first bullet point I want to put, because right now in Bartlesville, a lot of people are losing their jobs that work with Phillips. It's part of life, it's tough. A lot of people don't know that from a year from now, they could be laid off, they could lose their job, they don't know. However, with the military, you sign a contract. If you sign that contract for 4 years, you know you're going to be taken care of for 4 years. Now some people might say, well, nothing's guaranteed. Well, that is true. However, even though the military is starting to thin the force, they're starting to ask people to get out early because we're trying to downsize from such a large war force since the war is dwindling down, those people are getting severance packages. They're getting taken care of. They're getting money for getting out early. It's still security. A start in life for young people is what conscription can do as well. Getting straight out of high school and trying to work, if you don't go to college, you're probably not going to get a very good job. If you do go to college, you still have to worry about student loans, taking care of your supplies. A lot of people work while they're in school. I know I do. That leads me to the next point, though. Military can provide college money for those students. I'm currently on the post 9/11 GI Bill. It is terrific. I get my housing paid for, I get my books, I get a stipend for those every semester, and guess what? 100% of my tuition is paid for. I will never have a student loan, and that's really a great peace of mind. You earn it while you're in. It's really good that they do that for our troops. My last point on improving lives, while you're in the military, your necessities are provided for you. Food, whether it's in the form of the dining facility on post, an MRE when you're in the field, or if they don't do either one of those, you get money every month for your food. It's in the form of BAS, which is a basic allowance for substance. You get that in addition to your salary, you get that for your food, so it's not coming out of your pocket. My next point is shelter. Everyone needs shelter. You need a dry place to lay your head. When you're in the military, they either provide you with government housing or barracks, or if you would like to live in town, they provide you with a housing stipend every month, a BAH, basic allowance for housing, to pay for your house in town. You don't have to worry about mortgage or rent. You'll always get taken care of. And then my final point for necessities provided is medical care. I'm certainly feeling this since I've gotten out. I can't afford medical insurance. Well, when you're in the military, 100% of your medical charges are taken care of you. 100%. You go in with your broken arm, guess what? They patch you up, don't charge you a thing, and you get your back to work. It's really a great deal. In closing, I'd like to review defense. That's probably one of the most important parts of this. We're outnumbered, guys. Simple as that. We need to get more troops. We need to be ready for something. God forbid, hopefully that never happens. But Russia and China, they have far more troops than we do, and it's alarming. Patriotism. I want to see yellow ribbons and flags again, like post 9/11, guys. I want to see people proud to be an American. Finally, improving lives. What we just talked about, medical care being one of the big ones. Your necessities being provided. If you plan to stay in, you're always going to have that taken care of. If you do get out, you're going to have your college money, and you can better yourself through that. I really hope that you guys can see the benefits of conscription like I can. I just think it's really a viable option for our country. And if you look at other countries that do this, it seems to work very well for them. I wish I had more time to talk with you guys about this, because I'm really passionate about this topic, and I really think that it's a great option for our country. This is a list of my references, and I'd like to thank you guys for watching my video, and hopefully you learned something, or hopefully you can see the benefits of conscription. Thank you, guys.